Assalamualaikum and good morning everyone. Today I would like to present my informative speech entitled The Art of Food Plating. Before we start, I would like you to remember one simple quote. We eat with our eyes first. When we see food that looks beautiful, colorful and well arranged, we automatically become excited to eat it. Even before tasting the food, our brain already forms an opinion about how delicious it might be. Today, I will explain how food plating is not just decoration but an important culinary art that enhances the overall dining experience. Now, look at two dishes on the left. We have a plate of fried rice that is simply placed on a plate. On the right, we have the same fried rice but it is arranged and decorated beautifully. Let me ask you a question. Which one would you choose? I believe most of us would choose the dish on the right. Why? Because attractive presentation immediately catches our attention and creates a positive first impression. This shows how powerful food plating can be. Even before tasting the food, we already feel more interested in eating it. So, what exactly is food plating? Food plating is the art and technique of arranging food on a plate in an attractive and creative way. According to my research, food plating is much more than simply placing food on a plate. It is a careful method used to create a beautiful visual picture of a culinary creation. Professional chefs pay attention to appearance, creativity, and the overall dining experience. In other words, food plating helps transform an ordinary meal into something that looks special and memorable. Today, I will focus on three important aspects of food plating. First, color harmony and visual balance. Second, height, depth and texture. And finally, sensory experience. Let us begin with the first important element of food plating, which is color harmony and visual balance. These are the foundation of an attractive plate. Just like an artist uses colors and composition in a painting, but chefs use colors and balance to make food visually appealing. Let's look at color harmony first. One important principle of food plating is creating color contrast. As we can see here, the bright colors from carrot, pea puree, tomatoes and lemons create a vibrant appearance. Professional chefs usually avoid making dishes look dull or monochromatic. Instead, they combine different colors to attract immediate visual attention. For example, a dark grilled protein can be paired with bright orange carrots or vibrant green vegetables. This combination makes the plate look more exciting and appetizing. When people see colorful food, they often perceive it as fresher, healthier, and more delicious. Therefore, color plays a very important role in food presentation. Besides color, visual balance is equally important. Why this is important? A plate should look organized rather than crowded. Professional chefs often use something called the rule of third that shows that the slide. This means placing the main food item slightly off-center to create a stronger focal point. The focal point is the area that immediately attracts the viewer's eyes. Another important concept is keeping the plate clean. Think of the plate as a blank canvas. The plate should look like a clean canvas, not a messy pile of food. When food is arranged neatly, it appears more professional and elegant. Now that we understand color and balance, let's move on to the next technique used by chef. Let's move on to the second important aspect of food plating is creating height, depth and texture. These elements help food look more dynamic and three-dimensional instead of flat and boring. First, let's talk about height. Professional chefs rarely place all food items flat on the plate. Instead, they carefully build height through layering and stacking techniques. For example, ingredients can be stacked vertically or arranged in layers to create a stronger visual impact. Adding height makes a dish appear more sophisticated and luxurious. Next is texture. Texture creates visual interest on the plate. Chefs often combine smooth sauce, roof garnishes, and crunchy elements together. For example, a smooth pea puree can be paired with crispy vegetables on crunchy garnishes. This combination creates shadows, contrast, and depths. As a result, the foods look more realistic, exciting, and appealing to the customer. Now that we have explored the physical structure of food plating, let's discuss its effect on our senses. The final aspect is sensory experience. Food plating is not only about what we see, it also influences how we smell, think, and eventually taste the food. Our senses work together to create the overall dining experience. Okay, before taking the first bite, our brain is already evaluating the food. Research shows that a well-presented dish increases anticipation. When food looks beautiful, people often expect it to taste better. They also perceive the dish as being higher in quality and prepared by a skilled chef. In simple words, presentation affects psychology. The better the presentation, the greater the excitement and expectation. Furthermore, when attractive visuals are combined with delicious aromas, the experience becomes even more memorable. Food plating bridges the connection between sight, smell, and taste. This is why presentation is such an important part of dining restaurant. In conclusion, food plating is much more than decoration. It is a powerful culinary practice that transforms ordinary meals into visual masterpiece. Today, we learn how color harmony and visual balance create attractive plates. We also explore how height, depth, and texture add structure and dimension. Finally, we discovered how food plating enhances sensory experience and influence human psychology. The next time you prepare a meal, even a small one, try adding some colorful garnish, arranging the food more carefully, or creating a little hack on the plate. You may be surprised by how much better the meal looks and feels. That brings me to the end of presentation. Thank you very much for your attention. I hope this presentation has helped you appreciate food not only as something we eat but also as an art form. Thank you.